What up? What up? What up? What up? What up, everybody? What's going on, man? Man, sometimes I get hype off on the intro music. I just to say that. Just want to say that I do get a little hype off my own intro music. What's going on, everybody, man? It's your boy Gator, man. Your man Gator, better known as the novice knows out here in these fragrant streets, man. And coming at you tonight with another Decant dive. This was like 2 or 3 weeks in the making, and it's because I had been putting them off a little bit, getting all kinds of other stuff happening. So wasn't able to get on them like I wanted to. However, we're gonna get back to that right now, man. We're gonna get back into the Decant dives. We'll try to get on more of a schedule, and we'll try to probably pack in a couple of them like back to back this week, because there's like 2 or 3 of them that I need to go ahead and do, man. This one was actually supposed to be done, oh man, maybe about 2 weeks ago. Was I had gotten in a couple of them that I had really wanted to put my nose on, man. Cinque Terre from Mancera, and JusBox Feeling Good, because I'd heard a little bit about that JusBox house, man. So I said, well, definitely want to put my nose on it. And then someone brought to my attention, man, Summer Hammer. Now, Lorenzo Pazzaglia, I believe it is, Summer Hammer. And that one was one I was like, okay, I need to go ahead and get my nose on that too. I think it was Dedrick. Dedrick was the first person I heard mention Summer Hammer. So I was like, let me do that. Let me go ahead and get on that Summer Hammer, man. So went ahead and added it to the dive tonight, man. So got the JusBox one here. Boom, boom, boom. And I got the Mancera one right here, the boom, 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 Cinque Terre. And then Summer Hammer. I don't know if y'all gonna be able to see that one because the writing is so small, or either that or my eyes are so bad. One of the two. Let me go ahead and get into the comments a little bit here, man, before we even get started. Before we get started good. And I think I had a bunch of like startup stops. So people were like, oh man, we're trying to get into you, bro, and see what's happening. So first off, man, Jerry stopped in before the show even started. What's good, Gator? I'm going to catch the replay. Sit of the day is Givenchy EDT. Much love. Enjoy the new Mancera. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that one, man. I am. I haven't worn it yet. It's gonna be probably sit of the day tomorrow. But the Mancera big me up, man. I am looking forward. Oop, that light is kicking my butt. Looking forward to actually getting a good spray out the bottle, because I've worn it already quite a few times off of Decant. You know, because I'd gotten a Decant just to kind of mess with the DNA a little bit, see if I was going to be getting a full bottle of it, and it was definitely full bottle worthy. I said, let me go ahead and knock it out. Once we got the discounters, and Joma Shop actually had it available in this weird way. Like, it wasn't available unless you Googled it and it would show it, but it was out of stock. And that was back in December. They created the SKU, and I just put myself on notify. And all of a sudden, out of the blue, last week, it popped up and said that it's in stock, and bam, it was good to go. So I was glad I got it. My sit of the day today, by the way, this guy right here, this is Hair Dermez EDP Intense. Beautiful stuff, man. This is that lava rock. I compared it to like a crushed up Flintstone vitamin with a little bit of a licorice note in there. It's actually really good. All right, let's see. Joel the Sensei jumped in, man. And he was saying, you know, I'll also catch the replay, preparing, leaving for work at that time. I appreciate you stopping in, Joel. Anyway, sit of the day, Molinar John Bree. Have a great live, everyone. Man, shout out to Joel. He's always holding it down. Always holding it down. My girl Erica in the building. Sit of the day, Peroy Mahogany Sun. So she was in. I did the Decant dive on the Peroy Fawn, Gold Fawn, and she got that one, and she got Mahogany Sun, and she was saying she actually liked the Mahogany Sun better than the Gold Fawn. I saw Mahogany Sun, and then I put my nose on it at this little niche shop a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, that one's good. That one is good. And I'm probably gonna bring it in as a Decant dive just so I can get a good good wearing experience on it, and just to kind of test it out. But on skin, I mean, yeah, it is really, really good, man. This is the time of year for it. It's got that fruitiness to it, a little creaminess to it. It's really, really good. Really good. What time is it? Travel's time for scent. What time is it? What's good? OG, what's going on with you? Salute, salute, salute. Man. And everybody, make sure y'all drop y'all scent of the day in here, man. Drop y'all scent of the day in the chat. Driz, what's going on, my guy? Gator, what's up? What's good with you? Scent of the day, club to the we intense, man. X straight. It's some good stuff. That is some good stuff. That is good, man. And you know what's weird about those Aventus DNAs, man? I've got enough of them to where I was like, yeah, I'm gonna pass on this one. But I've heard so many people talk about X straight in such a glowing way that I'm like, I may end up bringing it in and just seeing what it's about. So that might be the move, man. All right, scent of the day, New York Nights. Okay. All right, so we all smelling good up in the cut, man. I am actually clean armed right now. The Terre de Mer was my scent of the day, but clean armed right now because we're about to get into this Decant dive, man. I got my water here. I got my water here. And we're gonna be on it. You say you can send me something, man. I'm gonna get with you on it. I'm gonna definitely get with you on it, man. He said that X straight is on another level. I'm looking forward to putting my nose on it, man. I think it's gonna be, from everything that I'm hearing people say, that thing's a monster, man. All right, let me get into it. So we're gonna start out with the Mancera in this scenario, man, because this is another one that was on that weird item skew thing that Joma Shop had going on. So just to kind of break it down, what happened, Joma Shop loaded the skew for Cinque Terre and loaded the skew for Mancera Fig Me Up back in December. They loaded the skews and had them sitting that's out of stock. I figured, okay, they're gonna be coming to discounter soon because hey, they loaded the skews up, right? So then all of a sudden, like, it just stayed out of stock, and you couldn't get it from anywhere in the United States. I think there was a Maison de la Parfumerie or something over there in France that had it. But that was like at retail, it was like $193, and then you had to pay shipping. I was like, nah, I could wait. So then at the beginning of March, some of the actual like retailers start getting it in, and I was like, okay, cool. That means it should be coming to discounter soon. Meanwhile, the Mancera skew is still just sitting there. So it's sitting there idle for the longest. And then all of a sudden, out of the blue, I clicked to notify me, and it was like, bam, it's in stock. I was like, oh. And but the weird thing is you couldn't go to Joma Shop's site and look it up. Like if you went to Joma Shop and typed in Mancera Fig Me Up, it wouldn't come up. You literally had to Google it. And then go into like one of the little Google editions, like for availability, and it would come up. But it wouldn't come up any other way. Like it wouldn't come up on their site or anything like that, even when it was in stock. So I went ahead and pulled the trigger and bam, ended up getting it. So yeah, this is my guy. This is my guy, man. I'm a big fan of Fig Me Up and already, and I'm gonna put a full review out on it in a minute. Let y'all know what it be about. Luke Dissel, what's up, my guy? Sit today, Liam Blue Shine. Man, Liam Blue Shine, that is the Profondo, right? The Profondo inspiration. I hear it's good. I feel like I've smelled it, but I haven't I never added it. I did the Liam Gray, and that was one that was supposed to come in, but I nixed that one and got another fragrance in that day on that. Erica says, let me go ahead and get Luke Dissels up there. Erica says, like the video and help more people find the channel. Definitely. Make sure y'all like the video, man. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure y'all subscribe, man. That's really important. But anyway, so I blabbed my mouth enough about these, about how I ended up with Mancera Fig Me Up and how I didn't get Cinque Terre because Cinque Terre had sold out by the time I got it. So, got the notification. It is already out of You know what I don't like about these? You can't see like the little dot. There you go. Like you don't know which direction you actually spraying in. So I got to get my phone out and actually look for the hole. Hold on. Pause. I don't never had that much of a problem finding the hole. Y'all tripping. Don't even say that. All right, look at that. I have to put my light on. That's how whack this is. Okay, there it is. Literally, I had to pull out the flashlight to find it. That's how bad it is. All right, so because what I didn't want to have happen is you know what? Let me get it on strip. So I didn't want to have happen to spray this in my face like I did on the last Decant dive. Yeah. All right, so let's see what it's going for. Let's see what it's going for. Oh, I already smell it in the air. Oh, that was a little bit of a. Oh, let's see. Oh, okay. So this is Mancera's Cinque Terre. Right now, this is one of their freshies summertime scents right here. And already, man, I'm getting like this. It's very piney. I feel almost that there's a soapy element to it. But there's also this uber fresh, slightly watery, slightly salty vibe to this stuff. This is really good though. This is one that I feel like it's gonna be a monster as far as performance wise. Like it'll blow your nose out. Like it's blowing my nose just from that little spray that I did. Man, it blew my nose just now, man. Let me see what's going on with the note breakdown on this one, because let's see. What time is it? Travels time for sin. Have you smelled Mancera Fig Me Up? Yeah, I have, man. I have definitely smelled it. I'm about to break it out again. You can tell I love breaking out this bottle. Yeah, I do. Yep. So yeah, man, like the Cinque Terre is the perfect for me. I feel like it's a perfect spring scent. I don't even know if it's summer capable. And the reason I say that is because, man, that stuff is strong. Let me see. Let me do a split screen right quick. Let me do a split screen so I could look up these notes together. Together. All right, so share that tab here. All right, we're gonna go through Troll Grantica here, and I get that Troll Grantica from Ross. Let me see what's going on. Shout out to Ross over there at TLCG, man. Let's see, Cinque Terre, Mancera. Okay, so it's the main chorus coming up: woody, aromatic, citrus. Okay, I get all of that. Salty, yes, definitely. Green, I'm getting, yeah. Definitely some green going on in there, man. It feels kind of piney. Man, okay, so let's see what we got here. So, Pierre Montal, of course, is the nose behind this stuff. So, no pyramid, here we go. So, top notes are lemon, rosemary, and cardamom. Okay, that lemon, that citrusness from that lemon is playing a definite part in here. So we got sea salt, that's the saltiness, fig leaf, cedar, pine. Yeah, that's it. It's in here. And amber. So, oh man, and the base notes are oak moss, sandalwood, tonka bean, and labdanum. I don't pick up the leatheriness yet, but it's probably, actually, that's not true. I feel like it's gonna sit on that in the dry down. It's gonna sit on that leatheriness in the dry down here. This is great, I think, for like a spring and summer scent because it's got this inherent freshness to it. Like as soon as you spray this on, it blasts your nose, definitely. So be careful how you spray it. But it's definitely giving like salty, beach resort by the salty sea. As a matter of fact, it's giving like saltiness and woodiness at the same time. It's really good. I like this. I really do like this. This is definitely one that I'm gonna probably pick up from Mancera. Definitely. Let me see what we got here, man. Yeah, this one is definitely gonna be a pickup. I see it. I see this, man. Hold on, let me stop the share screen on this. All right, there we go. Had to stop the share screen. Yeah, this is definitely gonna be one that I'm gonna end up picking up, man, because it's got a freshness, and as it's drying down a little bit, I'm getting more and more of those woody facets to it, right? So it's remaining fresh. You still got this aromatic top from the pine and from that rosemary, man. But at the same time, you're also getting a good dose of like sea salt. It's salty. It's definitely good for the summer, man. I'm digging that. I am digging that. So this is a soft hand clap here for that one. I like that one a lot. All right, here, did I just put it down over here? Yeah, I did. This is it right here. Make sure I put it down by the strip here. So the Mancera, hey, look, that was good. I give it a thumbs up. This one's probably gonna be full bottle worthy. You know, if it's a Mancera, probably gonna end up doing full bottles anyway. So, but yeah, definitely getting into that one. All right, and I'm hesitant to put it on skin, and let me tell you why. Because it is such a powerful presence, especially at the top of that one. It's so powerful at the top that it makes me think that once it hits skin, it's going to overpower everything left on the Decant dive. So I'm going to get into the JusBox one right now. And then maybe after I do the Summer Hammer, then maybe I might come back and double back and do the Cinque Terre on skin. So this is the JusBox one right here, guys. This is, I love, they do them like vinyl records, right? Check that out. Presentation is nice. I like the presentation. You can see the JusBox written on there. Feel N Chill. So I'm always looking for a good, nice little summer scent, man. And this is right. Oh, it looks like a little record in here, man. Nice. So this JusBox. See if my eyes can actually read this. Let me take out my magnifiers right quick here. So we're looking at top notes of bergamot, watermelon, ooh, and cardamom. You know, you got me at watermelon. All right, coconut water, fig leaves, and pine needles in the, so we're going a lot of pine here. Pine needles in the mid here, and then vetiver, dry amber, and musk in the base. That already sounds like that's going to be pretty dang nice. That's going to be pretty nice, man. I think it's going to be really nice, actually. We're about to see. We're about to get into it right quick and check it out. All right, so this is the, okay, here we go with these black things. There we go. I can see this one a little bit better than I can see the Mancera one. And it might be because I got these magnifying glasses on. Yeah, these are definitely magnifiers. These ain't my glasses. All right. Can't leave them on too long. All right, let's see what we got here. This is JusBox Feel N Chill. Like I said, I'm on my summer. It feel like nothing coming out of here. Hold on. Okay, there we go. There we go. So, okay. So here's, okay. I'm already a huge fan of this one. Let me tell you why. It opens up really watery, really fresh. Immediately, you get that watermelon. You're getting it's like a bergamot, or it's the citrus, it's bright citrus, but then you're getting like almost immediately into the watermelons. You're getting this subtle sweet vibe, though. It's not like a overly sugary watermelon. It's more like a realistic style of watermelon. And you know what it reminds me of a little bit? If you've ever smelled Pacific Chill from Louis Vuitton, not the the inspirations, because the most of the inspirations, with the exception of Jean Lo Vibe, are like too sweet. Um, it has that kind of vibe to it. It's just more watermelon heavy. The fruit blend is slightly different, but it does have that kind of vibe to it. Now, I'm also picking up that coconut. That coconut is in the bottom of this thing. As soon as you do, it is a watery style of coconut. It's like a watery coconut water, and I think it does say here on here coconut water. You could definitely make the distinction, because the distinction in coconut water on this one, because it is definitely water. It's got a watery melon vibe. This is tropical weather. This is beachfront vibes. This is like, okay. So Cinque Terre is something you wear when you want to be reminded of the beach. JusBox Feel N Chill is something you wear to the beach, to the resort. It has that tropical vibe to it. And I love the name Feel N Chill, because it is just that. Now, what I also am picking up a little bit here is some green. It's definitely going green in here. I think it mentioned pine needles in there, and maybe that's what it is. I'm not picking up, and I guess I can't compare it to the Mancera one, because that's pine needles there. It is piney. This one, in comparison, of course, nowhere near like a pine type of vibe. This is more just green. But it's fresh, it's watery, slightly sweet, not overly sweet. This is gonna be a really beautiful fragrance in the air. I like this a lot. So, okay, so now it's getting more and more into that green facet as it goes, man. I like it. Okay, so now, yeah, we're starting to get into that. That vetiver is going to be a monster in here, because I'm starting to pick up that greenness. And like I said, I was like, I don't pick up pine, but I am picking up green, and that greenness is probably coming from the vetiver in here. It is definitely giving it a nice green lean. Like, it opens up more melony and coconut, like tropical, and then it starts to go more green as it starts to progress into its dry down a little bit. I like this a lot. As a matter of fact, I may actually put this on skin just to no, wait, let me, before I do that one, I need to go ahead and rock Summer Hammer. I like this one a lot. So we'll rank which one I like the most in a little bit, but so far, both of these, with the Mancera and with that JusBox, I don't know which one I like more, because I love the chill vibe with that JusBox one, the Feel N Chill. I mean, hell, it's in the name. I like the chill vibe of that. I like how it, now as it goes green, it makes me wonder if it's gonna be one that, as it gets into the far dry down, I'm not gonna be as big a fan of. But no, it's really good. It's starting to get a little bit of that. You know, vetiver can start to get a little bit sharp. You know, starts getting into the smokiness and a little sharp. I don't think they used particularly a smoky vetiver, but you're starting to get a little bit of that sharp grass type note. At the same time, though, I'm digging it. I'm digging it a lot. All right, so let's see what we got here. Stack Boy, big lives in the building. BR, stand up. What's going on? Yep, Baton Rouge in the building. All right, man. Let's see what we got going on here. We got one last one. This is that Lorenzo Pazzaglia Summer Hammer. Now, like I said, I heard my guy, man, Dedrick Hicks Jr. talk about this one, man. And look, this is what we need. Look, see that dot? It's white. We need this. We need this. See these? That was a little better. You can almost tell in that camera. This Mancera one, where is it at? You can't find it. So, thank you, decanter of choice in this one, for making sure that you put the dot here, man. Very much appreciated. All right, so let's get a strip here for this one, man. I might go back on skin with some of these, bro, but let's get this on skin. Let's see what's going on. I mean, let's get it on paper, see what's going on first. So, again, Summer Hammer. All right, there we go. Spray it a little bit, get a little bit of that vibe in the air. And I like that JusBox presentation too, man, on the little sample decant. That's actually nice. Their bottles, if you looked at the thumbnail before, those bottles have kind of like a little record spinning thing on there, record stand things. It's real nice. All right, so let's see what we got here. Ooh. Okay, smooth but sharp. Smooth aromatic is what I'm getting here. The florals on this one are playing the biggest part, although we got some citrus popping in here. I'm getting mostly the florals. The florals seem to be embracing this fragrance a lot. Now, I'm getting a good bit of freshness out of it though, which is great. But you could definitely pick up the florals, and it's an aromatic floral, whatever it is. A little bit of a citrus zing. I don't think it's a complete like orangey or grapefruit type of citrus here. It seems like it's something else, but it's smooth. I like how it goes. It's got a subtle sweetness to it, but I think the florals are the major player here, because I feel like the florals are embracing this fragrance and kind of pushing it and lifting it up here. Let me see what we got in this one here. Share my screen with me, please. All right, so let's get it in here. All right, Summer Hammer by Lorenzo Pazzaglia. Oh, I pronounced that really well. All right. So, sweet, tropical, fruity, woody, coconut. Okay. White floral. Okay. Aromatic, powdery. So, I'm picking it up a little bit, I guess, earlier to me, and maybe it's a little different on skin. I don't know. We're going to see. All right. So, let's see what the note breakdown gives me here. So, all right, so top notes are mango, pineapple, coconut, bergamot, and white rum. Okay, so that's what I was thinking. It wasn't really as much of a citrus, like a orange or lemon type of tart citrus. It was more of like a mellow, bright citrus, and that's definitely that mango, pineapple, bergamot. Those are just the major players in a scenario like that. The smoothness from the coconut is the thing what I'm really getting here. White rum, I can see that. It does have a little bit of a boozy vibe to it. But I'm getting, and it's just, maybe it's to my nose here, I feel like this thing is propped up more by the florals here. I'm picking up a lot more of the white flowers in here. And it is a definitive lifter of this fragrance. Like, I'm getting the mango, pineapple, that blend is definitely in here. Like I said, the coconut's there, and I think that coconut is smoothing it out. There is, like I said, a little bit of a booziness, so I could pick up the rum a little bit, but that white floral is here, and it's giving it almost like a ivory soap type vibe to it. Yeah, like almost like an ivory soap type vibe in the background of it. Not in a negative way. That's not in a negative way. This is giving it like that floral tinge. That, like I said, it's kind of marrying everything together. It's picking up all of those notes, and it's just like putting it in his bosom, and it's carrying it up. So you're really, and that's why this note pyramid is kind of weird to me, because I do pick up the sweet, the tropical, but I pick up more of this white floral. I feel like this white floral should be right up here with like fruity and tropical. I feel like that should be one of the major players in here. I don't think it's dried down enough really to get into any type of woody aspects. I do pick up a little bit of the ambery nature already starting to kind of play up in it a little bit. But okay. I like it. I like it a lot. I don't know if this is one that I would be like, oh, I need to go ahead and make sure I cop it though. Like, I'm not sure this is one that I would be sitting back and saying, oh, this is a definitive thing that I need to get. I don't even know if I was sharing my screen with y'all guys. Let me see. I may not have even been sharing the screen. I thought it was sharing the screen. I thought it was. Maybe it wasn't. But here we go. All right, so I was going through the note breakdown, and here's what I was talking about. Or when I was talking about the note pyramid, is that it's got sweet tropical fruity up here. I would move white floral up a little bit. I would definitely pull the florals because I get mostly, that's the first thing that strikes me in here is the florals. I do get that sweetness, a little subtle, smooth, aromatic vibe to it. And sometimes, and I think that's really the perfect description of a white floral. It's going to have that aromatic nature to it, but it could come across as kind of smooth and kind of soapy sometimes, right? Okay, yeah. And then that's kind of what I'm getting from it. Like I said, almost like an ivory soap in the background of it. Not the initial punch of that soap, but if you're, if it's just kind of sitting around, you kind of feel it. You can feel that vibe coming back down. Huh. Okay. I like this. I like it. I will say I'm not the it's not blowing me away like the JusBox was and the Mancera are. But this one may be one that I end up having to put on skin just to see. Newt in the building. What's going on, Newt, man? He said, I'll be replaying. Hit the like button. Have a good live. And I appreciate you for stopping by, Newt. I definitely appreciate you for stopping by. Yeah, and a lot of people end up having to replay because I think it's going on. YouTube's having one of those things where it's kind of throttling right now. I'm looking at it on the screen, and I can see from the watch the views that it's kind of throttling back and forth, but that does happen from time to time. All right, so which one should I put on skin? I shudder to think that I even need to put the Cinque Terre on skin because I feel like that's gonna be a waste of time. I already know what that Cinque Terre is gonna do. And I keep going back to this Summer Hammer. Now, I will say, it's not what I expected. It's really not what I expected. Like, I with Summer Hammer, I think I was expecting more of, kind of like the note breakdown. And when I hear people talk about it, that's what they usually talk about. Excuse me, is the tropical nature of it. And while I do get that smooth citrus scenario, I'm getting mostly the florals. The florals are what's really influencing my smelling experience on it. But it's good. It really is good. I think this would be something that people can wear in the event that they are going to the beach as well. This is going to be I don't like wearing salty stuff to the beach. And the reason why is because I want to stand out. My fragrance, I don't want to necessarily match the fragrance of what everybody else is smelling off of the water. I want my fragrance to have some distinct notes that are going to make it stand out. Like hot weather, warm weather, a fragrance like a Polo Deep Blue that's kind of salty and has that kind of oceanic vibe. Something like this one, the Summer Hammer. Well, no, it's not salty enough. Cinque Terre. Like, I don't know if I would wear that to the beach per se, but I definitely would wear it when I want to be reminded of the beach and I want to be on that style, that type of day, man, a chill type of day. Definitely would go with that one. Let's see. All right, you say where I got my decaf from. So these I got I think I got this one from JusBox directly, the JusBox one. The Cinque Terre I got from Twisted Lily, and I believe the Summer Hammer I got from Scent Split. So I'm gonna do a quick detour for a story right quick. Um, Me and Twisted Lily are kind of going to war right now because I had an incident this weekend with Twisted Lily, man, where um I was pricing some discovery sets. And I had quite a few of them. I was pricing the shipping and all that kind of stuff. So I was kind of going to the order screen and seeing what the prices were and everything, and then backing out, and then going through the different sets. Well, when I got to the Wilhelm Discovery set on Twisted Lily, I was going through there, and Shop Pay. And this is partially my phone's fault, partially my fault, and partially Twisted Lily. So I dropped my phone, right? And it jumped off the screen. It wasn't no big deal. But my phone automatically went in and said complete the order. It's like, what the hell? Because we had just got this update for Samsung. If y'all see the Samsung update for the 24, don't do it. Try your best not to do it. So I, swiped the little thing to get it off my screen. It ordered it. And I was like, what the hell? So immediately I write an email to Twisted Lily. I'm like, hey, this was not intended to happen. Let's, cancel this order immediately. I'm not trying to do that. So I send like 3 different contact methods to them. I don't get, because the weekend I'm not getting any response. I'm like, okay, well, they'll hit me probably up Monday morning, because anytime I've had a scenario where I may have ordered something wrong, order something wrong or whatever, I usually can hit the company up, on a weekend. If I do it on the weekend, I can usually hit the company up, and that Monday they'll hit me back and be like, hey, we'll go ahead and cancel it as long as it hasn't shipped. So Monday morning, well, after I get an email saying that this item is too far along in the shipping process, we can't do it. Now, meanwhile, the item has not shipped. They have not even, putting into like processes. So I'm like, well, no, let's go ahead and cancel this, because y'all took $50 out of my account, and this is the wrong thing. This is not something that was intended to be ordered. Let's go ahead and get this thing refunded so I can go ahead and order what I want to get. So they say, well, no, we can't do that, and we're not gonna refund any type of sample kits, discovery kits, or anything like that. So at this point, I'm 100, 50 11 hot. So I hit them back. I'm like, so you're saying that you're not gonna do that? I'm gonna dispute it with my bank straight up. So finally, they hit me back and they say, well, when we ship it out, when you get it, just send it back. And, we'll refund it. This time we'll make an exception. This is still not acceptable. Probably still going to dispute it with my bank. But, I'm like, this is horrible customer service, because they actually, 2 of the times that I sent it, they just reset the same response again. So I was like, it's interesting that you guys already put this thing in process. Now, meanwhile, this thing isn't going to actually ship until sometime like this week coming up Monday. So that means it's going to sit in the warehouse for a week. Like, it has not shipped yet. It's still sitting there, and they were like, well, I asked them when it's going to ship. Estimated shipping date's going to be, it's about 5 days, 5 to 7 days. Really? So yeah, that's that BS. Damn you, Twisted Lily, for that bullshit. Straight up. And that's the type of stuff to where I'll get on here and be like, nah, I'm not about to, like, not only I'm not about to patronize you, but I'm about to tell everybody else, like, bro, don't even try it. Don't even do it. Don't even do it. Customer service is horrible. And I work in reputation management, right? I work, for, reputation management companies. So it's kind of like, you look at customer service in a different way. That's horrible customer service. So I'm never ordering anything from them again. The discovery set that I actually really, really want, once I've identified it, it actually is there with them, and I'm still not going to get it. I will wait and order it from China before I, not only before I buy it from them, before I endorse them for anything. So yeah, that's where we're at with it. Okay. I went back to Summer Hammer just now, and I'm digging it. The dry down is definitely floral. The dry down definitely has that type of vibe to it, but at the same time, man, that dry down, man, it's nice. It is nice, man. You have to like florals though on this one. You have to be okay with florals. This is vacation scent, and you know what's weird? I'm picking up more of that mango and everything now as it goes into the dry down than I was picking up initially. It's like it's kind of lingering on here. Okay, so I have made the decision. JusBox is going on skin. Um, and I think I'm gonna actually throw Summer Hammer on skin too. So let's see. Get JusBox on this one here. I know I ain't gotta put Cinque Terre on skin. Matter of fact, I may actually wear this tomorrow. Cinque Terre is nice. I'm getting it. It's gonna be. It's a Mancera. It's gonna get got. It's gonna get got, and it's really good. It's really good. It's nice and salty. It's got a masculine lean to it as it jumps into that dry down. It's starting to get really really woody. Oh, really really woody off of this strip. Man, is it when I say it's starting to get real woody? Yeah, yeah. This is my vibe. This is my kind of vibe for as far as Manceras go. That's my type of vibe. But this juice box now off skin, man. This is really so. I'm picking up more coconut influence off my skin. And while I'm picking up the melon and everything, that coconut water, man, it is playing off my skin like crazy. This is a great tropical scent. Now, I'm wondering though, this is my only issue with this one. I'm wondering what this looks like as far as longevity wise. Because while it's bright and it's nice, I know it's going to transition into that vetiver. And while vetiver is great, and I love a good vetiver fragrance, I'm a big fan of a big vetiver fragrance. Ex vetiver is probably my next fragrance coming in, man. From Juliet Has a Gun. It's one of my. I like a great vetiver fragrance. The opening is in a stark contrast with the dry down and the farther dry down. So I'm a little bit hesitant on what this is going to look like after 2 or 3 hours. And this is why I got it on skin now. Really to see what it's going to be like in a couple of hours, right? Because I like it. It's really nice. It's starting to lean into more of that vetiver, that greenness of that fragrance right now. I like it. Don't get me wrong. I do. I just wonder if the vibe from the top is going to be, or should I say the vibe and the far dry down is going to be as good as the vibe from the top. I'm a top note whore anyway, so, but just saying. Jizzle, what you gonna say? You say, yep, you know you like your Manceras, bro. I already knew from the jump. Yeah, man, I'm a big fan of it because you know when it comes to like niche fragrances, man, you Mancera's an awesome scenario, bro. Because Mancera, let me see, let me go ahead and stop sharing the screen, too. Mancera is it's affordable, but it's niche. It's got some definite quality in the materials that it uses. So you know you're gonna get good materials, good quality, good longevity. You're gonna get, you know, and I'm speaking in general, but this is the majority of Mancera fragrances. You know, I can pick a couple of them off the, you know, off the fingers that don't have the potency and the longevity, or the projection wise, or the performance that most Manceras do. But it's very few far and in between. When most of them really are good as far as performance wise. So it's I feel like they're a great option. And then they have so many different DNAs. That's the thing about Mancera is that, you know, it's not like an Acqua di Gio where it's a definitive DNA going on. You know, a lot of Chanel, same thing but well, that's not true. Chanel has different styles. So I'll take them out of that equation. But Givenchy and things like that, they have basically a definitive style. But Mancera's got styles from all over the board. So, you know. So I'm gonna check out. I get up early for work, bro. Email me so I can send you the decant. Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely, bro. I'm gonna hit you up. Um, I'm okay. So that vetiver is kind of getting smoky and sharp. I do like it still though. This is really nice. It's not a vetiver dominant fragrance. There's still an influence from like the coconut water and stuff. Those aspects of it. Um, And I think what's happening is I'm actually not really picking up the vetiver as much as I'm picking up more the pine. Because now that I'm smelling it, it's not going super sharp vetiver. There is a sharpness to it. There's a grassy nature to it. But now I'm definitely picking up a more of a pine influence. It's not like Christmas tree pine. It's more like you got a pine tree out in the front yard, that type of thing, and it's on a cool day when that pine just kind of, when you get a little breeze, a little whiff of the pine that's in the air, that kind of pine. Softer pine, a little bit of an influence from that on here, and it's bringing it into that greenness along with the vetiver here. The vetiver is not, it's a slightly sharp vetiver. It's not very, very, it's grassy vetiver. It's more of a sharp grassy. But that coconut water is still smoothing it out, so it's not overly sharp. It's smooth. It's blended well. I like this a lot. Liked it a lot, man. I'm starting, and I'm still picking up the coconut water in here. So now I'm thinking it may get to the vibe I want. It might get to the vibe I want. Now I'm gonna put this Summer Hammer on skin, and I gotta fit. It hits you too. The hammer, the Summer Hammer, that hammer part, it hits you. Ooh, Jesus. Okay, so it does, yeah. You know what it reminds me of a little bit? Now, this is a slight stretch, but hear me out. The way that it hits the nose reminds me a lot of Oud Maracuja. The way that it hits the nose reminds me of Oud Maracuja. The way that passion fruit hits with that oud type of vibe to it, and maybe even going more towards the line of hibiscus majad. Yeah, off skin it hits you like that. It hits you more like a fresher, more a more tropical version of a Oud Maracuja. Not quite as deep and dark, but the same vibe of that fragrance is hitting me here with Summer Hammer. And it is a hammer. It is definitely one that is going to pop you in the nose. Man, even into the dry down is giving me that vibe. Huh. It's like a fresher version of that Oud Maracuja / hibiscus majad fragrance. It really is that. And I like it. I like it more off skin than I like it off strip. I really like this off skin a lot more than I like it off strip. Again, I don't know if I'm wearing this on a hot day. I would wear this on a spring day, or if it's a really breezy day. I could see that. But if it's hot, this may not be the one. Because I feel like this one would overpower you. And not just you, but the people around you. I feel like it would overpower them. But I do like the way that the floral, it's still that floral embrace. You know how some florals can hit you like a oud? Yeah, that's what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting here. That's why I kind of akin it to a little bit to the hibiscus majad. And we're talking about Maison Crivelli. I'm yeah, not quite as sweet as that fragrance. That hibiscus majad has an interesting way that it presents. This one's not quite that. Or maybe it is. Maybe it is about that sweet. I like this a lot now. Off skin, I like it a lot better. Thistle, you say, man, I wore that the oud lemon mint yesterday. It's nice. Is that the one I sent you the decant for? That oud miracle? I mean, not oud miracle. Look, I got it on the brain now. The oud lemon mint. Yeah, cause that one, man, I like oud lemon mint a lot. You say, is it too legit to quit? Man, it is good. This one is nice. This the summer hammer is nice. Say yes, sir. Oh yeah, man, that one's good, man. So oud lemon mint is a fragrance that a lot of people it kind of hit the fragrance game hard a couple years ago, and then it just kind of people were like, oh, okay, we smelt it. It's good to go, whatever. So people don't talk about it as much anymore. But man, it's synthetic as hell, but it's a fresh, minty synthetic. And when you wear it, and this will you know this probably now. When you wear this, it is a definite compliment getter. It's one of those fragrances that people will always say, "Oh, you smell nice. You smell nice," and it's synthetic as hell. The mint part, at least, the lemon. Once it gets to the lemon and a little bit of that quote unquote oud dry down, which to me it's just a glorified. To me, it just seems like a glorified cedar, to be honest. But that mintiness that it has, that synthetic bubblegum, well, sorry, spearmint type of mint, that chewing gum, toothpastey type of mint. It does something in the air though that attracts people. People like it a lot. People like that a lot. But yeah, man. So as I'm wearing these, I'm really starting to feel this summer hammer. Yeah, it's summer hammer, but I don't know if I'm wearing it in the summer. If I'm wearing it in the summer, it's going to be indoors. I shudder to think what this is going to be like once it gets heated up. Like, I bet you this thing pops off your skin so hard when it gets heated up. Nate, what's going on, man? Dropping in to show me some love, man. I appreciate you, man. I definitely appreciate you for dropping in, man. I gotta show you some love, man. 30,000 subscribers, man. That is an achievement, man. One day. No, but man, I know that you've been putting in the work, man, to get there. And you are one of the greatest in the game. I sit there and I watch your videos a lot of times, and I'm like, man, you be breaking it down all the way down to the molecules that are used in those fragrances, man. And a lot of it is because you've been, working on your own fragrances. And look, you kind of inspired me to start saying, man, I need to get in the lab and start maybe mixing, if not to really create something, because I got some ideas for a fragrance in my head. If not just to create my own fragrances, to get more acclimated to what actually goes into these bottles, what actually goes into really building a fragrance, and why does this do this, what chemical is causing this to do this. I would love to know what chemical is causing this juice box to go sharper and smokier as it kind of dries down on my skin, those types of things, man. So man, I definitely appreciate you stopping by. I definitely appreciate you for being an inspiration out there in the game for me to start doing stuff, man. You they'll throw that goat term around a lot, but you are definitely one of those that is one of the goats in the game, man. Definitely. And we still got to work on your Bumble. So it's not just you. My brother's in the chat too, and I'm always telling him about. So, but I'm not gonna put his business out there, but he's having some struggles. with putting together a good Bumble profile, man. And I told him I'm gonna help him work on his. Yours, you have everything already, man. We just gotta get you some hits. We gotta figure out how we're gonna do it. Maybe so you got the fragrances, but they can't see the fragrances on the pictures. So you already dressed pretty nice and all that kind of stuff. So, we gotta figure something out. We gotta figure something out, man. But we're gonna get you together. We're gonna get you together, man. Man, I was thinking about you earlier too, man, because I was you had mentioned that you had did the logo for TLTG, and I was sitting there and I was like, the TLTG logo is nice. So I started trying to use AI to kind of make a logo today, and I completely failed at this process. So I'm gonna have to get some of your advice, man, on how to create a good logo, man. I want to try to do something nice for the channel, man, and you know, because right now I don't really have a logo per se. You know, I use my picture as the face picture, and then I have the gator right there that I love so much, you know, as a picture on there. But I'm working on a logo. I'm working on it. So I might have to get your advice on how to, you know, what I need to do as far as the AI stuff. Let me hook you up. Hey man, whenever man, just let me know. I'm at the. We'll get online and you know, I'll shoot you some of my ideas, man. Or actually, I might need your input on that more than mine. He said Lou Distal. He said, "Oh hell, I like his logo too. Heck of a job, Paragon." Yeah, man, Nate is great, man. Nate the Great. He'd be doing his thing, man. Definitely. And if you have never watched, anybody that's out there that's watching this, man, if you have never watched any of his content, man, you have to get on and watch his content. First of all, it's the best produced content on YouTube. Like I'll sit there and I'll be like, man, the shots that he is using, it's like super epic. And I can tell he's a movie fan. Like I'm a movie fan. I love my movies. That AMC subscription that I have, the AMC A1 list, it gets used a lot. You know, I used to make that 3 movies a week for that thing, man. And you could tell it's almost cinematic in a way that, you know, it's like, oh man, that looks like something. I want to watch the rest of this movie. When you see the intro and how he brings the bottles in and everything, man, I love it, man. I do. I really do. So if you and so he's got that, and when he's talking about these fragrances, man, he can break it. Like I say, he breaks it down to the molecule of those things, man. Like legit, it's like not just the fragrance, or does it smell good. He can break it down to the point of this is why it smells good. This is what this chemical is doing, and this is why this is doing it, and this is, you know, this is why the longevity is what it is. He breaks it down like that, man. I love it. I love it, man. He is like must watch TV. Even if I don't comment on all his videos, I try to make a point to comment on all his videos. But even if I don't get to comment, you know what I'm saying? I'm always hitting that like button, definitely. So you should always hit the like button when you go to his videos. He's just that good, man. But I'm definitely gonna hit you up, Nate, because I gotta get some ideas from you, man. I definitely gotta get some ideas from you. You know, guys, I'm almost about to get out of here because this Summer Hammer. I don't know if you've never put your nose on Summer Hammer. I challenge you to put your nose on it, because right now this fragrance is giving me a fresher, more tropical leaning oud maracuja. It's that off the skin, more. It's a little bit more, and like I said, oud maracuja / hibiscus mahjad, because there is a definite floral and aspect to this that's really nice. Off skin, it's a lot better than off paper. Off paper, I was about to be like, it's all right, I like it. But I'm really coming around to it off skin. And then, okay, this juice box is starting to go more into that green aspect of it. And while I like it a lot, my biggest concern is that it's going to go too green and it's going to lose a little bit of that vibrancy that it had at the top, with the not really the vibrancy, but the mood that gets set by the fruitiness and the tropical nature at the top. It's like it just abandons it going down further into the dry down and transitions into something. And while I love fragrances to transition and give me something that's a little bit unique, sometimes if I'm doing something that's gonna be like I'm in a particular place that has a particular vibe, if I'm going to the beach, I don't necessarily want it to change from that beachy, tropical, fun fragrance to something that's gonna get a little bit more green and not as vibrant and fun and outgoing. So there's a little bit of uh, um a caveat going on to this one, as far as like I love it but or I like it but. All right, guys, that's it, man. This is it for this particular decant dive. I'm gonna probably do another one coming up this weekend. That one's going to be um probably gonna go with day 3. I've got these day 3 ones that have been sitting here for a minute, and it's just 3 of them from day 3. I'm probably gonna get a discovery set from them as well, but I'm gonna do those day 3 ones first, and then I'm going to a house called Harlem Brands. They have Harlem Renaissance inspired fragrances. Some there's one in particular that I really have like on my radar, and it's this fragrance called Langston, and it's been sitting here on my desk for the last 2 weeks, and I can't wait to crack it open, man. That's all I got tonight, guys, man. Shout out to you, Nate, man. Again, 30,000 in the building. That is amazing, man. Shout out to Big Livis out there, Lou Dissel. Shout out to What Time, man. Shout out to Joel the Sensei. And shout out to everybody else that joined, Erica, everybody else that joined, man. I appreciate all of y'all for jumping in here, man. I definitely do. And I'm just trying to make sure I ain't forget anybody. Jerry, don't forget about you, man. Driz, can't forget about you either, man, for jumping in. Appreciate all of y'all, man, for jumping in here, man. And I will contact you guys, see you guys, I should say, this weekend. I'm going to be dropping some decant dives, man. Since IRL jumping in at the last minute. He knew I was shutting down. I think it was the last time I did a decant dive. He jumped in at the last minute like, what up, what up? He the dude that come in the back of the church, right? When the pastor, he know the pastor picking up the offering. That last offering. So he sneaks in the back like, what's up? You know, what I miss? Man, shout out to you, Since IRL, man, for jumping in the building, man. I appreciate you joining in, man. Definitely appreciate you joining up, man. But that's all I got tonight, guys. Again, before y'all leave out, man, yeah, better late than never. Definitely better late than never, man. Definitely. But guys, man, look, this is getting more. That Summer Hammer's popping now, and it's really giving me Oud Maracuja / Hibiscus Majad vibes. It really is, and I like it. I like it a lot. I really do. I like this stuff, man. This might be one that I look at and say, do I go full bottle on this one? I think I'm gonna end up. I'm going full bottle with the Mancera, but I don't know about the juice box. Now, as it gets into the further dry down, I don't know. Stay tuned. Stay tuned, man. Guys, yep. Hit that like button on the way out, man. Hit the like button. Make sure you like, subscribe to the channel. And of course, guys, make sure you share this live with somebody you know that loves fragrances. And guys, as always, again and again, I say, wherever you are, whatever you doing, man, make sure you make today the best day ever on purpose. Peace out. See you guys later, man. And I'm about to go out with my Dope Discussions vibe again, because I like just hitting Dope Discussions before I leave out, man. It's always a vibe. We ended a lot of shows with that Dope Discussions header, or outro. So gotta hit it, man. Peace out, everybody. See y'all later. Peace.